12301 up Howrah New Delhi Rajdhani Express will leave platform number 11 at 16:50 hours. एक 2301 up हावड़ा न्यू दिल्ली राजधानी एक्सप्रेस शाम 4:50 पे 11 नंबर प्लेटफॉर्म से रवाना होगी। एक 2301 up হাওড়া নিউ দিল্লি রাজধানী এক্সপ্রেস বিকেল 4:50 11 নম্বর প্ল্যাটফর্ম থেকে ছাড়বে।
India has some of the most spectacular and unforgettable rail journeys in the world. Here, you experience a simple way to find out everything you need to know in one easy place. There's no better way to enjoy India's outback cities, coastal towns, and regional areas in comfort. Indian Railways is the fourth largest railway network in the world, with Howrah being the largest station, witnessing a crowd of more than 1,000 of passengers every hour. Near to the Howrah station is located the Regional Rail Museum with all the past glories and proofs of evolution of what Indian Railways today is. The Regional Railway Museum tells us the history of the rich and diverse heritage of the Indian Railways, which has contributed towards the integration and development of the nation. The Regional Rail Museum at Howrah was set up on the banks of the river Hooghly on 7th April 2006. Its foundation stone was laid on 1st September 2005. The Railway Museum at Howrah highlights the history and heritage of the railways in the eastern part of the country, with special focus on the history of Howrah Station. Now, visit to this railway museum is very affordable. One hardly needs to pay a cheap amount of 10 rupees and get an opportunity to give a wonderful treat to their eyes. The first thing that will catch your eyeballs is none other than the Hall of Fame. In a nutshell, it shows the pictorial evolution of locos, carriages, and freights, compounded with an interesting display of various models of trains. Models of two locomotives, those are meter gauge steam locomotive and narrow gauge steam locomotive, and three carriages, meter gauge inspection carriage, four-wheeler broad gauge inspection carriage, and NG first class coach have been put up here. Also, simulation of Rajdhani chair car, air conditioned first class coach, 19th century double-decker coach, Black Beauty of East Indian Railway, and steam engine boiler have also been incorporated. Another interesting thing that is likely to catch your attention is the Hall of Heritage. It is a collection of rare photographs and glimpses of the rich history of East Indian Railway and the Howrah Station building. The hall is housed in a building which is the replica of the Howrah Station, and the two huts inside the building capture the history of the EIR and Howrah Station through photographs. The walls take you through a journey on various themes of Eastern Railway heritage. There are working models and other rare lamps, telephones, crests which were used during the earlier times. Two glass almirahs contain memorabilia of various locations of Eastern Railway. Just a few steps away, you will find the toy train which will take you on a ride of the entire railway museum, which is open for all age groups and is affordable for everyone. A special feature of the museum is a number of heritage kiosks. These are small structures displaying various aspects of the Indian railways. The Kirti Sthamb stands majestically above all kiosks as a mark of the overwhelming stature of the railways of Eastern India. It is octagonal, referring to the East Indian Railway and 7 other zonal railways of this part of the country. Vidyut kiosk has a display of items that have evolved and improved over the years, making train travel and enjoyable for one and all. All the items such as fans, electric items, calling bells, etc. are of immense heritage value and speak volumes about the engineering brilliance prevalent in the railways in the previous times. Dur Sanchar kiosk has a display of all the signals from the hand-driven labor frame signals to the automatic signals, and they belong to the semaphore and the color light signals. In the Virasat kiosk, you will find various uniforms worn by the railway staffs of the past, be it the ticket collectors, the drivers, the cards, or the TTs replicated in their original form. Other crowd pullers of this museum are several locos, an exhibition of some special cars such as the Broad God steam locomotive, which is a locomotive originally belonged to Pakistan's railway. During 1971 war, this loco came to Indian territory and was kept at Bandel Yard since then. The Garrett Road roller was manufactured in the late 19th century and brought to India in the early 20th century for road rolling. The steam boiler is a movable steam engine which was utilized to work the lathe machine built in Birmingham in 1908. We also had an interaction with the heritage superintendent of the museum. Let's have a look on the points garnered from him during this session.
আমি হেরিটেজ ইন্সপেক্টর রেল মিউজিয়াম, এটা 7th এপ্রিল 2006 সালে প্রথম চালু হয়েছে। এর মেনলি অন্য মিউজিয়ামের তুলনায় একটু একটা আলাদা করে গ্রিনারি, এটাকে একটু অন্য যে কোনো মিউজিয়ামের একটু আলাদা করে রেখেছে। 150 বছরের পুরনো এখানে বিভিন্ন স্টিম ইঞ্জিন, লোকো, তারপরে ইন্সপেকশন ক্যারেজ বিভিন্ন টাইপের আছে। 3 টাইপস রেলওয়ে এখানে আছে, যেমন ব্রড গেজ আছে, মিটার গেজ আছে, ন্যারো গেজ আছে। এখানে সবচেয়ে ওল্ডেস্ট হচ্ছে দ্যাট ওয়ান্স হচ্ছে হ্যান্ড ক্রেন, এটা 1859। ব্যাক যেটা আছে এটা হচ্ছে লেদ মেশিন, স্টিম driven লেদ মেশিন, দ্যাট অলসো স্টিম driven রোড রোলার, পাওয়ার সাপ্লাই বাই স্টিম।
নিয়মিত কত দর্শনার্থী আসেন আর কখন বেশি ভিড় হয়?
এখন নিয়মিত প্রায় অ্যাভারেজ 1000 দর্শনার্থী আছে। এবারে যেহেতু যখন শীতের সিজনে এটা বেশি ভিড় হয়, সিজন স্যাটারডে সানডে একটু আবার বেশি অ্যাভারেজ ভিড় হয়।
আচ্ছা, এটাকে আরো অ্যাট্রাকটিভ প্লেস অফ ইন্টারেস্ট বানানোর জন্য,
আরো অ্যাট্রাকটিভ প্লেস করার জন্য আরো বেশি এক্সিবিট এখানে আনা হচ্ছে। এখানে রবীন্দ্র মিউজিয়াম হওয়ার কথা আছে।
আচ্ছা, সেটা
রবীন্দ্র মিউজিয়াম হওয়ার কথা, সেখানে দোতলা করে ওখানে রবীন্দ্র মিউজিয়াম করা হবে। বিভিন্ন রবীন্দ্র ফটোগ্রাফি রেখে ওরা মিউজিয়াম নতুন করে আরো
এই ধরনের পরিকল্পনাগুলো রয়েছে যাতে করে আরো দর্শনার্থী আসে। ধন্যবাদ।
From our emotions to our comfort, Indian Railways have been the constant. Suiting every economic class, Indian Railways from the very beginning has relived the notion of a united India. Just like the human evolution, Indian Railways too has evolved to be its better version, and it's this process of evolution that the Indian Railways and the Regional Rail Museum preserve for the generations to come.